Well, hello, old friends, and welcome back to the channel. You know what time it is. It's Babylon 5 time, and this time we'll be watching Season 3, Episode 14 with the oh-so-happy title, Ship of Tears. I'm sure this is going to be it's a shopping episode, everybody, or a beach. We're going to the beach. None of that's happening. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to rejoin the glorious Babylon 5. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, the beach awaits. All that is then and this is now, and now it's time to join Babylon 5 already in progress as we watch Season 3, Episode 14, Ship of Tears. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go. Always into it, always right into it.
Did you hear? They're putting ISN back online.
Now, if ISN's broadcasting,
ISN's back up, or it's a government news media now.
the place was shot up pretty bad by President Clark's troops. Probably took them this long just to repair everything. This could be the first good sign we've had in months.
It'll be so pro-Clark, it's unreal.
The Interstellar Network News is back on the air, broadcasting throughout Earth and to over 2 dozen colonies and when our facilities were attacked by saboteurs intent on paralyzing all Earth communication systems as a prelude to invasion.
It's a government media source.
The saboteurs used our facilities to stellarcast a fake report designed to create the impression that the government itself was taking action against us. President Clark accepts a report from the Ministry of Peace on how crime has been virtually eliminated ever since the extremely popular martial law declaration.
Extremely popular.
I mean, do they really think that people are going to fall for this?
Why not? Worked before. He who controls information controls the world.
100%.
So the attitude controls are pretty much the same, but a lot more sensitive.
Yeah, I can feel the difference. Okay, I'm gonna try the atmosphere wave.
Oh, what a shot!
This is the first production model of Star Fury that can operate inside an atmosphere. No one else in a prior model can follow you in.
Oh man, atmospheric Star Furies.
Captain, we're picking up a distress call in an outer sector.
Earth or alien?
Earth.
Earth?
No, we'll check it out. May as well give these things a real workout. I'll check in as soon as we find out what it is.
2 Star Furies?
Echo 1 to damaged ship. Can you receive?
I hear you just fine, Captain. But just get a little closer.
Oh shit! If he doesn't know it's him, can he take his mind? Oh Jesus. Susan's telling us about Babylon 5's failure. Oh my god, man, Bester's becoming a bit of a regular here, huh? You all warned me. You all, Greg, there is no let up.
The year is 2260.
2260.
The place?
Babylon 5. Oh my god. No let up. Clench factor of 12. You know, there's for those of you that are TTRPG fans, there in the Call of Cthulhu game by Chaosium, there is a mechanic where when you witness something that is so terrifying or so anxiety-ridden or so just insanity-inducing, you have to make what's called a sanity check to see if you keep your mind or have a temporary lapse or something. I think those should be prereqs for Babylon 5. That and stress tests. Like, you should have a doctor's note to watch this show.
Echo 1 to Echo 2.
He knew for
We've got
a fact
situation
they'd
here.
come in.
Stand by.
Black Omega, did you see that?
Bester?
You recognize the voice. You've got a good ear.
Huh.
I noticed the Black Omega insignia on your Star Fury. Black Omega is an elite unit attached to Psychor. Telepath can only scan you if you're on a direct line of sight, so I am making damn sure we don't get that close. Mr. Bester, we no longer have any ties to Earth or to the Psychor. So we don't have to put up with you or your games. Now I am sitting on 4 brand new unidirectional pulse cannons.
Oh.
I think if you weigh that against the brief satisfaction of blowing me out of the sky.
So good.
Captain.
I'm thinking it
I
over.
might have underestimated my position. He definitely didn't expect that.
When you broke from Earth, I offered Sheridan the support of all the local norms. Since then, we've helped maintain station security, we've kept the peace. Many of us were killed during the defense.
Yeah, you were.
And we're very grateful, but I just...
You've been putting together a new alliance. You know it, I know.
How is he not a part of this?
We've been very busy, Jakar.
It does not show any signs of getting any less busy in the near future.
Right.
I've kept my part of the bargain, Commander.
You did.
Now it's time for
every
you to
word.
keep yours.
I love Jakar. I am a Jakar fanboy. I will forever be on his side. I will give him the most slack I give anybody in this show, I give to Jakar. I love that character. One of my favorite all-time characters. That's no bullshit.
You know, if this keeps up, I'm gonna start thinking that people around here
Don't like
just
me.
don't like me.
You've got balls of steel, dude. Balls of steel.
He said he wanted to fill us in at a personal meeting.
He just wants to get close enough to scan us.
Yep.
Everything we were planning to do, we've done. We've broken away from Earth.
Epsilon.
There's not much left to scan for.
Epsilon.
He doesn't know that.
Well, I could drug him up again, limit his...
Yes.
If we do that, he won't be able to help us.
Come on. I mean, who in this room thinks he wants to help anybody but himself?
Do we have the Minbari?
I need to speak to Ivanova alone for a moment.
Uh-oh.
John, I can't block a psychop.
No, but you told me that you can sense instantly if someone is scanning you. If I send you in first to talk to him,
You'll know if he's scanning, but he'll get through.
we'll know we can trust him.
Can we?
A little.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. This is dangerous.
We've got a problem with Jakar.
We don't have a problem with Jakar. Jakar should be in the damn council to begin with. Pull up another chair to the table. Problem solved.
I was expecting the captain.
He sent me.
Did he? He has a better sense of humor than I thought.
Bester is such an asshole.
Walk out that door and wall me up inside. Do a little recreation of the cask of Amontillado. For the love of God, Montresor.
Fortunado.
You know, when I first came to Babylon 5, I studied your record. Terrible pity about your mother.
Oh, shit.
She took her own life. It wasn't the core that did it. I was just noticing. You have her eyes.
Yeah, she's trying to fire you up, and he succeeded.
President Clark isn't calling the shots back home. There are others whispering in his ear. I don't know who they are or where they're from, but I do know they're not human.
Ooh.
You know the real reason you don't like me, Commander? It's the jealousy of evolution.
Really?
Normals like you are obsolete.
He's needling you.
Through Clark, they've infiltrated the Psi Corps. And
Really?
apparently they have their own plans for my telepaths.
Your telepaths.
Would you like to hurt them, Commander? Because I think I know how.
Really?
If you're up for it.
This is so tempting as an audience member to be like, hopefully Bester can join up.
Centauri never could have taken Narn without outside help. How are we going to tell him that we were willing to sacrifice his world to keep a secret?
The choice was mine. And now the responsibility is mine.
Delenn, I am not going to...
I don't see how this could be. They couldn't have stopped him anyway.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Want to? No. Have to? Yes.
This is the wrong approach, I think.
At the center of the convoy is a ship containing supplies for our mutual enemy. The ship is being escorted by approximately half a dozen enemy fighters. But it's important to capture the ship, not destroy it.
So how did you find out about all...
Yeah.
I'm a telepath. Work it out.
So good.
You could search for days and not find it. Unless you just happen to have a long telepath rated P12. Someone like myself. Can pinpoint a ship's location by focusing in on the thought waves of those aboard. For some reason, hyperspace amplifies the signal considerably.
So how come I've never heard of that?
Really?
We're not expendable. Mundanes are.
Ooh.
Without me, you'll never find them. So, do we stay or do we go?
So good. When he shows up, an already great episode becomes otherworldly because of that snark and shit that he throws around. It's so good. I don't understand why this is an admission of... And Jakar's smart. He probably already sussed this out. Okay, those are smaller craft, thank God. We let him on the White Star? What? I don't like this.
On the controls.
You said something, Captain?
Not a word. Just burped.
Just burped?
Mr. Bester.
Captain Sheridan.
Get the hell out of my chair.
Back to navigation with you.
I can feel them. 30 degree support. Captain?
Nice job, Mr. Linear. Chain of command, everybody. So hyperspace amplifies telepathic powers. That's a big drop.
When you came back from the area near Sakhadoom and warned us about the enemy's return, we could have spoken out. The Grey Council. I was still a part of them at that time. Once the decision was made, I could not disobey it.
The Centauri destroyed my world. Enslaved or killed millions of my people.
Jakar.
Couldn't have stopped them.
If we had gone public with what we knew, most of the other worlds would never have believed us. It would have changed nothing. Your world would still have fallen.
And they'd know about us.
Jakar, under the Centauri, there is at least the hope of survival. With the shadows, there is no hope at all.
He knows this.
To choose between the death of millions and the death of billions of whole planets.
He's already accepted the sacrifice of the Narn.
I'd already discovered much of what you just told me about the Centauri. Had I learned this as my world was being bombed by the Centauri, I would have killed you instantly. You understand that, do you not?
Yes, I do.
But since then, he had the whole speech. Narns will have to die for Narns to be free.
Some must be sacrificed if all are to be saved.
Oh.
I think that one sentence is the greatest burden I have ever known.
This scene.
Nothing would have been changed, except that my people would now be a dead race.
You have come a long way, Jakar. Further than I could have guessed.
Yes, further still to go.
We will take you into the council, Jakar.
Gladly.
When all this is over, perhaps you will find it in your heart to forgive me.
Perhaps. But not today.
Yeah. No, that's right. That's the appropriate response. He knows it was necessary, but I mean, you're asking a lot. Wow, what a scene, friends. Holy smokes.
Firing.
How do we do? Oh, I like these little paper fighters.
Can we intercept?
The White Star is powered by a magnetic and gravitational system like all Minbari cruisers. You can use a magnetic discharge to capture the escaping
A
ship.
simple yes or no would have sufficed, Mr. Lanier.
He wants to let you know how we can do it. Look at that. 3-point tractor beam.
I'm picking up another ship. It's a shadow vessel, probably the mothership for the fighters.
Stand by to...
Just a moment. It's breaking off. It's not attacking.
What'd you do, Bester?
They must know we're here.
Unknown. We could pursue it and attempt to inquire.
Bester, what'd you do?
Are you sure you don't know what's inside that ship, Mr. Bester?
Weapons, supplies. That's what I was told.
You were told? By who? What the hell? Psycops. Psycops? Psycor? I mean, that's a symbol.
We found some kind of acid compound all over the command deck.
Well, it's hard to tell from what's left.
Yeah.
Never seen anything quite like it before.
Is it one of them visible?
Do a full autopsy, archive the body. Never know when we may see something like this again.
Yeah, I'd guard it too.
Psycor. These are telepaths.
That would be my guess.
What kind?
You knew there were telepaths aboard that ship, and you didn't tell us. Why?
He's saving his people.
You told us there were weapon systems aboard that ship.
That's what I was told. I didn't find out about our people being aboard until much later.
Oh, you still kept it from us.
Dr. Franklin is taking one out of cryogenic suspension to see if we can find out what happened. And why someone would describe a bunch of unconscious telepaths as components of a weapons system.
This is very Botany Bay. Con.
I've gone over the cryotubes. Can't find any indication of who made them or where they came from. Raising the temperature slowly to avoid trauma.
Is it Shadow Tech?
I can see a Psycor logo and a sequence of numbers.
893M5?
Hard to tell without doing a more detailed scan, but there appear to be cyberweb implants in the skull on either side of the cerebral cortex.
An enhancer or an immobilizer? Holy shit!
Technology is way beyond anything we've got.
Really?
She's a blip. A telepath who refused to join the Corps or take the sleepers to control their ability. Sometimes they run.
They tag her?
From the serial number, she was classified as either P11 or P12. Very high on the TEEP scale. She...
Whoa. Come on, guys. Read the room here. He just saw something that blew his mind.
I have to see her. Now.
Oh, it's on both sides. I thought it was only on one side, these implants. So they're taking people that ran that didn't accept the drugs and are not members of Psycor. So they're taking rogue telepaths. And she's 11 or 12. What the hell? That's not the shadow. Is that what they looked at? I thought they were like the multi-eyed things.
You don't want to go in there.
Holy shit. How many of these do we have on Babylon 5? We need to get them back on that ship and move to a safe distance. ASAFP. What?
Steven? No, let me try.
Franklin, be careful, dude.
Alfred, help me.
She knows his first name.
We can stop the pain. Give us a chance to stop the pain.
Oh my God.
There's no reason for her to do this or attack me. Why is she doing this?
It's a good question.
Bester, who is she?
Give me that. Steven, back off a second.
Send Bester back in. Yep, without the Psycor. I don't think we needed to aggravate her again.
The machine says kill. To protect.
Kill anybody.
What machine?
In my mind.
She's doing a great job.
Please, make it stop talking in my mind.
I will.
Oh, God. Now, what have they done to me? What have they done?
Oh my God, she's doing an amazing job. What? What?
Bester.
Was that? I don't know if that's the shadows or not. I'm going to assume they're at least associated with them.
I recognized her ID. I didn't believe it. I didn't think.
Who is she?
She's Psycor.
The single bright light of my existence. My lover. She's carrying my child.
I thought you had a wife and daughter.
What?
There's no love there.
But she's also a telepath?
The moment I saw her, felt as though something long dead had awakened inside me. Somewhere along the line, I discovered I was in love with her.
Walter.
Well, if that's true, then why didn't you get her out?
Because I don't have that kind of authority. When I found out she was pregnant with our child, I kept after her to go on the sleepers or join the Corps. We could be together that way.
Yeah, giving too much up. Reeled it back in.
She was always stubborn. That was 4 weeks ago.
4 weeks?
Those things. Those shadow vessels.
Delenn said there's some kind of organic technology, and they use living beings as their central operating system.
That's it, isn't it?
They're turning telepaths.
They were going to plug those people into their ships.
Weapons components.
Weapons components. Holy shit.
Technology that's plugged into her brain is beyond anything we've seen before.
What about Epsilon? Draw.
I promised her I would take care of her and the baby. It's the only promise I ever made.
I intended to keep.
It's a damn to me.
Yeah.
If you can save her, I'll do anything you want to help. Your war is now my war.
What? Make sure you keep her alive. Oh, dear God. We'll go the other way.
Ours has been a long and difficult road, Jakar, filled with mistrust. Once you step through this door, all of that changes forever.
Finally. The round table, Red Knight. The round table.
I am honored to be among you. This is a great day. Very great day indeed.
Hopefully he's not fooling and bullshitting about this telepath.
He has a vested interest in helping us for now, but once this is all over, he'll turn on us. You do know that.
Yeah.
Come on, where is it?
What are you looking for? Careful, careful, careful with that.
Nah. Fariki. Mindwalker.
What was that? What was that?
Garibaldi to Sheridan.
Sheridan, go.
Code 7R, 15 minutes.
I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Make time. You're gonna love this.
What'd you find out? But look at that ship. Ooh, I like that design. I want a book of Jaquan just to like walk around with.
I've got it. It's right here. It's right here.
Do not thump the Book of Jaquan.
Please.
There aren't any Narn telepaths, correct?
Yes, I'm afraid it is so. It is a matter of great concern to us.
There were.
Yes, but they and their families were wiped out 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years ago.
You said the last time the Shadows were on the move was 1,000 years ago. Jakar, it says here that your world was used as a base by the ancient enemy during that time.
Yes, that is correct.
They needed Narn.
It screamed in the dreams of the Mind Walkers, and they fell, destroyed by it, to their children and their children's children, until it was driven out by Jaquan and the last of the surviving Mind Walkers.
Mind Walkers?
Some of them survived.
Maybe telepaths can block their system, jam it.
He might be right. We've never seen the Shadows back away from a fight, but they didn't attack the White Star.
When Bester
was on board.
That would explain their decision to infiltrate your Psychor and take telepaths as components for their ships.
Amazing.
My God, people, we have a weapon.
I just hope it's in time, because we're gonna need it. The Shadows have just started attacking Brakiri space, openly. They're not hiding anymore. They're finally on the move.
Oh, God. Oh, those are those cool ships, too. Oh, it is on and poppin'. Holy smokes. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Babylon 5, Season 3, Episode 14, Ship of Tears. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Ship of Tears, the 14th episode of the 3rd season of Babylon 5. Ton of stuff in this one. So let's start with the big drop at the end. It appears now that the telepaths have at least a bit of a fear factor with the Shadows, or they do for the telepaths, because they are actively trying to take out telepaths at the very least, or conscript them to their use them in their ships, get them off the field one way or the other, because according to the Book of Jaquan, the Mind Walkers were the ones that were able to push them out. So that is very interesting. The craziest thing about this show is the paranoia that JMS is able to bloom inside the audience members. I still, at this point, think, is this a trick? Is Bester, manipulating the whole situation to make it appear this way? I know it can't be, but that is still the mental block I am running up against, where it's trust nobody, trust nothing that you see. You need like 8 different points of confirmation before I will begrudgingly nod and say, okay, I guess that's sort of like fact now. Absolutely great. I mean, we had some incredible scenes. I think the best one, any scene that Bester's in, Walter makes it so great. He just does an incredible job with the character. I can absolutely see why JMS was like, I'm just going to continue. We need a telepath. Bester comes back. Bester, I would do this. I'd spam the absolute shit out of that character too. So good. But you know what? JMS is a much more disciplined storyteller than I think myself and many of us, because it would be in my heart to be like, okay, Walter, you're a full-time cast member. Let's have more Bester. And that's not the way to go. JMS knows small doses, when appropriate. And he does that with all of his characters. An incredible restraint by a writer and a storyteller to be able to know exactly when to deploy these fantastic, and I'm talking about the entire cast, knowing when to bring out even like Lanier and Veer, and not to dismiss those characters at all, but just as far as like, what maybe their perceived importance would be on Babylon 5. I find all the characters equally important, and I'm just as happy to see Veer and Lanier as I am Bester. But at the same time, JMS knows when to use these. He knows when to hold them. He knows when to fold them. He knows when it's going to have the most impact on the audience and the story. Expert storytelling, again, displayed in a level of discipline that you seldom see. But I got off on a tangent there. My favorite scene was, of course, the one between Delenn and G'Kar. I thought it was fascinating. It was great on both sides, 2 powerhouse actors that are able to really work in the nuances of their characters and explore new places for their characters. I'm thinking primarily of Delenn here, who has to accept blame for something ultimately that she had no real choice in the matter over, with the Grey Council's influence, with knowing that it was that sacrifice of some so the others may survive. We have to know that the good of the many outweighed the needs of the few. It's a constant theme in everything, every aspect of life. And, I love the idea that she took full responsibility for that. And again, she really shouldn't have, but she did. And I think it was that acceptance of responsibility that did 2 things. One, it moved G'Kar closer to her, strangely enough. For the first time, she was probably honest. She was laid herself bare in front of G'Kar, and that's something I don't think he'll soon forget. And the other thing that it did was, in that admittance, I think it would allow G'Kar to realize that he is now truly a member of the council. With this revelation, it's not something he's being placated by. It's an acceptance and an involvement that he's extended that branch. It's now kind of been reciprocated on the other side. Finally, I don't know why I understand that this moment was one to be avoided. G'Kar has done, and again, I'm a G'Kar fanboy. I will absolutely take his side. I will support a defense that might be flimsy for G'Kar, but in my mind, G'Kar has been nothing but his word, especially ever since, the Narn Centauri War. He has done everything he has said he is going to do. He has not dropped a promise or a pledge at all, and he has come through when we needed him. He has been there. He has sacrificed the few remaining people that he has to be put into play. He has proven himself to be very fair, more than just about anybody else sitting on that council. And I know that's crazy to say, but it's the truth. This is somebody, as far as what's been sacrificed, if that's what's needed to be on some show of loss, my God, G'Kar lost his entire planet. Everybody else has obviously given up things, you can just even look on the surface level. They're wearing different uniforms, Earth Force has been sacrificed. Now, of course, it was very evident that needed to be done. So I argue very strongly that Jakar has made probably the most sacrifices for a current member of the council than anybody else. And a lot of people have made I mean, I think of Susan. I mean, Susan, before she even joined Earth Force, you know, everything with her mom and the telepaths. I mean, there's a lot going on in the background here of each of these people. But Jakar, he deserved, and I mean, again, I'm pissed that it took this long. I thought immediately when he helped free Babylon 5 during the fight in episode 10, I thought that, you know, he was in like a second after that was over. The very next council meeting, Jakar was there. I hate that it took him basically bugging them to get his rightful seat, right? But let's put that past. I understand the hesitancy. You know, it's certainly something that could have, in many ways, I think the fear there too was in telling Jakar the situation that led to the destruction of Narn. You could have potentially lost Jakar. In fact, I would argue, like Jakar himself said, that if this revelation had occurred during the destruction of Narn, he said he would have killed Delenn with his bare hands. And again, but it's such a well-written scene and such a well-constructed scene because in that admittance, he's also admitting, but now, that was when my emotions were running high. Now I see things differently. You know, it's just a great way of showing the progression of a character in the short term, really. But also making, you know, reestablishing a relationship that would have gone dramatically different, you know, a few short weeks ago or whatever it happened to be, and how it is progressing now. So the argument can be made easily to refute my demand for Jakar to be on the council. They had to wait, and here's why, by Jakar's own admittance. So, I mean, as much of a fanboy as I am and a cheerleader for Jakar, I think everything worked out the way it was supposed to. And of course it did, because JMS is puppeting this ship, and it's not going to go astray or go aground because he knows where to take it. The rest of us, we're not sure about these murky waters, and that's what makes this story glorious. And I think I'll end with this one, friends. How fitting. How absolutely poetic that our last episode, A Late Delivery from Avalon, discussed the round table of Arthur, how everyone was equal. We had the Red Knight. Jakar himself was the one that Arthur, you know, looked at specifically as being the person that was his confidant, his brother in arms. And here, when we walk down into the new War Council room, they have a circular table. And oh my God, here's, you know what, I'm going to end with this. There's a big debate that, not a big debate, but I think there's definitely two distinct sides for this following debate, where people pine for the seasons and the episodic number that we received years ago, like Babylon 5, 22 episodes in a season. Now we're looking at like 8 to 12 episodes in a season of something. I argue on the side of having more episodes, and here's why. I mean, a million years ago, having worked in the industry, I know exactly how difficult it is to construct an hour's worth of television. It is very demanding. You have a lot that's being put on, but not only the performers, but the writing staff, the creatives, and especially the crew. This is, you know, having turnarounds of even like the original series of Star Trek, where they were shooting an entire episode in a week. That is a grueling schedule, and I absolutely understand that and sympathize with it. And so whenever I say, oh, we should have these long seasons, I know what it entails. But at the same time, I argue that if done correctly with a passionate, complete crew, staff, everything, you get an incredible chance to tell a story. Babylon 5 took that chance and succeeded better than anybody I think I've ever seen. Because, you know, having these extra episodes to tell a tale, you've got a great tale. You can make it an amazing, legendary tale if you're able to fill in the little gaps between. You're able to make a connection like Arthur's round table to the round table of the War Council. Little things like that just, you know, it just kind of puts a smile to your face. All those smiles add up, and at the end of all of this, I fully expect to look back on Babylon 5 and say, dear God, when can I watch it again? Friends, if you do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to board Babylon 5. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear, dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from the glory that is the story of Babylon 5. But as being the Greek chorus and as our take here on the channel, we always get a chance to say goodbye as a reward for being the audience. We get to go back into the episode we just watched and say goodbye from a scene within the episode. So friends, where should we say goodbye from this episode? And like I've always said, we are members of Babylon 5. We are members of the Inner Circle. We are members of the War Council. And so, my friend, you and I take our seats at the round beside the Red Knight, the Lady of the Lake, King Arthur, and all of them as we look at our comrades in arms and know now, the fight begins. Friends, until such time as we can continue this battle among the stars, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.
Thank you.